Huh. Gusty as it is, that's easy peasy. Super fun.
Hey, thanks for tuning in to Twang and Bang. The large frame AR market has exploded in the past couple of years, starting at the high end, the precision rifles costing $3,000, $4,000 or more. But recently, we've seen a lot more options coming up at the more budget-friendly end of the market, rifles costing half that. And that's where the Aero Precision M5E1 comes in. It starts at just over $1,300 and tops out at just over $1,600 for this rifle you see here, less of course the brake that I put on it and a TTU trigger, and I'll get to that later in the video. But I have a friend that he's super happy with his because it prints sub 3/4 inch groups. They don't guarantee it as a precision rifle, but I wanted to see if I could find a sleeper, a diamond in the rough that could serve as a backup for my competition gun. And that's why the M5E1 from Aero Precisions was coming up next on Twang and Bang.
The Aero Precision M5E1 is a DPMS pattern large frame autoloading rifle currently available in .308 Winchester. It's built on Aero Precision's enhanced upper receiver set, which not only fully isolates the handguard from the barrel, but it also provides a true continuous Picatinny rail on the top. The joint between the upper and the handguard has no skip slots and will allow you to bridge accessories right across it, though that's not a feature I need for this setup. The 6061 T6 aluminum handguard has venting on the quarters as well as all along the top rail. Your choice of M-lock or key mod slots occupy the 3, 6, and 9 o'clock positions. The receivers are machined from 7075 T6 forged aluminum using rail-guided robotic machines, then dimension qualified to ensure adherence to spec. They include a functional forward assist on the upper receiver and a roomy integrated trigger guard on the lower. Any play between the two can be eliminated by a tension screw located in the grip tang. Safety selector markings are on both sides of the lower and will work with standard 90-degree as well as popular 60 and 45-degree selectors. The magwell is flared without being obtrusive and is angled to facilitate reloads when prone. Aero Precision offers the M5E1 in black anodized as well as the FDE Cerakote seen here, with your choice of 4 different barrel lengths and key mod or M-lock handguards. The M5E1 comes with a mil-spec trigger and A2 flash hider, though I swapped them out for a Wilson Combat TTU and a break from Contrail Solutions for this project. 18 and 20-inch rifles like this one come with rifle receiver extensions and the Magpul PRS stock. Rifles with the 16-inch barrel come with a carbine receiver extension and a Magpul STR.
One of the most unique things about the M5E1 is the E stands for enhanced. It's got their enhanced upper receiver set. What makes it enhanced is instead of being a standard upper receiver and handguard that bolts or locks onto the barrel nut, the upper receiver has an extension that their handguard mates with perfectly. And what that does is it allows the handguard to be completely isolated from the barrel harmonics. Doesn't matter whether you're using a bipod or a foregrip or you're shoving this on a barricade, nothing that you do to the handguard will affect the barrel because it's all going to be supported by the upper receiver. It makes this act very much like a monolithic upper receiver, but at the same time it allows Aero Precision to offer your choice of different lengths of handguard, of M-lock versus key mod, all with the same system. They also, of course, offer this receiver set for sale separately so you could do your own builds, and I think it's actually a really cool system.
I did of course begin my evaluation with the factory parts in place. In hundreds of rounds of testing with 5 different brands of ammo, I did not have a single malfunction. Ejection is strong and perpendicular to the receiver, and my brass consistently piled up in one place on the range. I did find the recoil impulse a bit sharp at first, but it has been a while since I've shot something like this without a brake or an enhanced buffer system of some sort. I also found a mil-spec trigger to be pulling me off of my point of aim a bit, resulting in 5-shot groups that were in the 1.5 to 2 MOA range for factory match ammo. Just to make sure that wasn't me though, I had 2 very experienced precision shooters try the rifle for themselves. They agreed that you get a lot for the money with the M5E1. The handguard and receiver set have excellent machining, and the Cerakote is very nicely applied. They both agreed that the first thing they'd do if they bought one is to use the money they saved compared to similar rifles to replace the trigger and swap out the flash hider for a good break. So that's exactly what I did. I spun off the A2 flash hider and installed a 3-gun brake from Control Solutions, a company that's local to me. This brake meets the maximum dimensions permitted by most 3-gun competitions, but it still provides a lot of recoil reduction. It also is much less blasty than larger brakes that are popular in the precision shooting world. I'm a big fan of Wilson Combat's drop-in TTU triggers, and their 2-stage match trigger gave me exactly the feel that I like from them. Its clean break made it much easier to get the most out of the M5E1's accuracy. In the end, I was getting right at or just over 1 MOA for most brands of match ammo I tried. Aero Precision did mention they proof their barrels using Black Hills ammunition, but I couldn't find any available in time for my evaluation. That said, the M5E1 shot well enough to ring the steel you typically find set out at long ranges and is plenty accurate enough for hunting as far as most people are willing to shoot at live game.
So obviously I didn't get that 3/4 inch gun that my friend has out of one of these that's set up almost the exact same way, but as I said, Aero Precision isn't selling it for that. You're not paying the kind of price that you'd have to pay for a rifle that's guaranteed to shoot that well from the manufacturer. That's a $3,000 and up rifle. So I think, you know, if I had it to do over again, I would go with their intro priced option, the one that has the Magpul STR, which is also a really, really good stock, a 16-inch barrel and a shorter handguard, and that's at just over $1,300. Because I think that as it performed with the A2 flash hider and the mil-spec trigger that it came with, it makes a great, what a lot of people call battle rifle. You know, a really hard-hitting, like AR-15 or AR-10 or SR-25. I think it serves that role perfectly. Plus, where it comes in, it gives you a lot of budget left over for customizing the way you want with a muzzle brake or a trigger like the Wilson Combat TTU that I put in this one. Ironically, as this is set up, this might look like a precision rifle, and it might not have performed like I would have hoped it would have for a precision rifle, but I still could go out and buy a barrel that's guaranteed to be sub 3/4 MOA and matching bolt and put it in this rifle and save well over $1,000 from what I would have to pay to get a complete built rifle with that guarantee. So I still think that this is a really, really good value. I think if you wanted something to ring steel with at the range or to hunt with, this configuration here might be something that you want for. But if you're really looking for getting the most value out of something like this, the best fit would be their more lower end side of things with the Magpul STR stock and the shorter barrels that are available for about $300 less. If you want to learn more about the M5E1 series of rifles from Aero Precision, be sure to click the link in the video description below. Be sure to follow me on Facebook and Instagram. You can see the links right here, and be sure to click right here to subscribe so you can catch my next videos on bows, guns, and other cool stuff. I really appreciate you watching Twang and Bang, and I hope to see you next time.